One of the most praised musicians of all time, the late Led Zeppelin drummer John Bonham influenced a whole generation of players that would later on help on the evolution of hard rock and heavy metal music. But as those musicians, Bonham was also inspired by drummers that came before. His bandmate and singer Robert Plant revealed in an interview with Ray Gun magazine back in 1998 the name of a drummer that John Bonham loved. "I'll tell you who Bonzo loved. Legendary funk drummer Bernard Purdie. Yeah, Pretty Purdie," Robert Plant told Ray Gun magazine. The influence of Purdie's playing technique can be heard on Led Zeppelin's famous track Fool in the Rain from the band's final album In Through the Outdoor, released in 1979. According to Open Culture, John Bonham plays a variant of the halftime Purdie shuffle in the track. The American drummer was born in Elkton, Maryland, back in 1941, 7 years before Bonham. As a sideman, he worked with many famous musicians like Nina Simone, Wilson Pickett, Solomon Burke, John Lee Hooker, Al Cooper, Herbie Hancock, Louis Armstrong, B.B. King, and Aretha Franklin. His two nicknames are Bernard Pretty Purdie and Mississippi Bigfoot. In a conversation with Music Radar back in 2019, the American drummer said that he developed the shuffle used by Bonham when he was young and was trying to reproduce the way a locomotive kind of pushes and pulls. Bernard Purdie said, called Purdie Halftime Shuffle, the blues shuffle variation created by the American drummer was used by many famous artists. And variations of the shuffle can be heard in tracks like Walking on the Moon from The Police and Rosanna from Toto. One of the most prolific and influential drummers of all time, Purdie was inducted into the Modern Drummer Hall of Fame back in 2013. John Bonham died at the age of 32 back in 1980. After that, the remaining members of Led Zeppelin decided that they could no longer continue as a band. The group would only reunite for a couple of concerts in 2007, with Bonham's son, Jason, as the drummer. From 1969 to 1979, the band released 8 successful studio albums and several singles. They still are one of the best-selling bands of all time. Zeppelin have sold with an estimated amount of more than 200 million records worldwide.